This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome to the X Sports Network. I'm AJ Good, getting ready to bring you tonight's matchups between Lawrence County and Hardin County. Both the boys and girls Wildcats are looking forward to this first game of the season. Let's take a look at both sides heading into tonight's doubleheader. Last season, the Lady Cats went 15-12 and had their campaign finish in the first round of the region tournament, while the Wildcat boys went 19-12 and also had their season come to an end in the first round of the region tournament as well. As for Hardin County, the girls went 18-9 while making it to the sub-state, and the boys went 9-7 with their year ending in the region semifinals. The head coaches for Lawrence County are Wendy Scott, who makes her Lady Cat debut for the second time. She previously coached the team from 2006 to 2012, and Joe Wilson, who is in his second year. On the other side for the Tigers, they'll have two new head coaches in Brandon Kirk for the girls and Ryan Geyer for the boys. Here's what the Wildcats have to say heading into tonight's doubleheader.
You know, we're ready to get started. I don't know that we're ready to play as far as knowing everything we need to know, but, you know, we've had 2 good weeks. We've had 3 scrimmages, and so we're ready to, you know, play a real game and see where we're at. And, of course, we're going to learn a lot, you know, about what we need to do, what we do well, what we don't do well. But, I mean, the kids are excited to, you know, to get the season underway, and so am I.
Very excited. It's been a long time coming. Like, thinking back in June when we first started, it seemed like it was so far away. And then now it's here. It seems far away, but it gets here so quickly. But we're tired of practicing against each other, and we're just ready to play an opponent.
Tip-off for the girls' game is just in a few minutes. Be sure to check out all the highlights coming up tonight on The Final Score.
This is the X Sports Network. Going the distance with local sports, covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here to McCaleb Welch Gymnasium on the campus of Hardin County High School for tonight's high school basketball season opening doubleheader between the visiting Wildcats of Lawrence County and the Tigers of Hardin County. This is AJ Good on the X Sports Network. Excited to start the high school basketball season here tonight. Our first game will be the Lady Cats taking on the Lady Tigers of Hardin County. Lawrence County coming in with a brand new head coach, though not brand new to most people within Lawrenceburg. Wendy Scott takes over for her second tenure as the head coach of the Lady Cats. She previously coached from 2006 through 2012, compiling a 156-38 overall record. She's here with her second stint with Lawrence County. On the other side, they also have a new head coach in Brandon Kirk. This Hardin County team went 18-9 last year, making it to the sub-state game in Class 3A. And as we mentioned, have a brand new head coach and Brandon Kirk. Lawrence County last year went 15-12, making it to the first round of the region tournament. Trying to get off to a good start here tonight. Last year, Lawrence County defeated Hardin County at home 58-55. It was a boys and girls doubleheader sweep for the Wildcats as the boys won big in that one. And now we're getting ready for the invocation here and the national anthem. And we will rise and pause for the time being.
And remove your caps as we observe a moment of silence. And after the moment of silence, please remain standing as we will honor those men and women who are currently serving our great nation by the playing of the national anthem.
And that was the national anthem. We had a moment of silence as well before that. Now let's take a look at the starting lineups here for both sides, starting first with the visiting Lady Cats of Lawrence County. It will be Cammie Pigg, Katie Criswell, Emmy Clark, J.C. Scott, and Harley Johnson. That will be the starting five for Lawrence County. On the other side for the Tigers will be Reese Harville, Bailey Gamble, Ashton Davis, Haley Hardin, and Neely Barrier. That will be your starting five there for Hardin County under first-year head coach Brandon Kirk. Lawrence County will be wearing their purple uniforms with gold numerals outlined in white. They will be going from right to left for those of you listening on radio and WLX to start this one off in the first half. Hardin County wearing their white uniforms, maroon numerals outlined in silver. They'll be going from left to right here in the first half as the lights go out in McGee Caleb Gymnasium. Got the Sirius, the Chicago Bulls theme by the Alan Parsons Project playing here, Spotlight going. As they introduce their starting lineup. Nice facility here at Hardin County, about an hour drive from Lawrence County. Not too far. These two played each other just about every year and played several sports throughout the years. Unfortunately, it will not be, well, they not in football at least, but in some of the other sports with the new classifications and realignments, might be playing each other in some other sports coming up here soon. The starting five for the Tigers have been introduced. Decent crowd here, a good showing here by the Lawrence County faithful. And obviously a good showing here by Hardin County. Lawrence County is on our side of the gym. Hardin County is on their side of the gym. As we're getting ready here for the first basketball games here of the 2022-2023 season. The officials' three-man crew here tonight. Some familiar faces, two familiar faces, one not so familiar. I'm sure we'll get familiar with them throughout the course of the season and the course of the game. Starting lineups are ready, the officials are ready, and it's time for Lady Cat basketball here on the X Sports Network. The tip goes out to J.C. Scott to go things up, and the layup is up and in. Scott gets it going. Lady Cats out to a quick 2-0 lead. Reese Harville, quick pass out ahead here to Bailey Gamble. She'll try a three and she knocks it down. So each side trading quick shots. It's Hardin County putting on the press. And quickly, Cammie Pigg is going to get fouled on the play. So our first foul comes as 20 seconds in. And this one will go against Ashton Davis. Her first, team's first. Pigg will take it out of bounds and send it in here to J.C. Scott. Hardin County leading it 3-2. Scott facing a man-to-man. Gets it out to Emmy Clark here just beyond the three-point line. Clark gets a screen from Criswell. Throws it down low to Criswell. Goes off the glass and in. First points of the season for Katie Criswell. 2 for 2 from the field. Lawrence County leads it 4-3. Harville facing a man-to-man as well. Now hands it off to Haley Hardin. Hardin will dribble out, get it back out to Gamble. Gamble now hands it back to Harville. Dribbles between her legs near the Tiger logo. Now out to Neely Barrier. Barrier sends it over to Gamble. Gamble now hands it off to Haley Harmon. She'll try a straightaway three. Back iron, no good. And the ball will come out to Cammie Pigg. Pigg loses it, but gets it out to Katie Criswell. And the Lady Cats across the timeline. Criswell dribbles, drives, layup, up and in. 4 quick points for Criswell, and the Lady Cats lead at 6-3. Harville across the timeline here for the Tigers. Guarded by Cammie Pigg. Hands it off to Hardin. Hardin dribbled, she's guarded by Pigg. It's a switch man-to-man by the Lady Cats. Is now Barrier will hand it off to Gamble. She'll try a deep three. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Emmy Clark. Clark fights it off and gets it to Katie Criswell. Gets across the timeline quickly. Criswell dribbles, facing the man-to-man. Waiting on the play call. Now gets it over to Cammie Pigg. Pigg now with it at the top of the key. Drives into the paint, now dishes out to Scott. Scott back out to Criswell. Spins. Thought about taking the shot, now back out to J.C. Scott. They reset the play. Scott will drive and kick it back out to Pigg. Pigg into the paint. And that pass is deflected out of bounds by Ashton Davis. 5:47 here in the first quarter. Lady Cats leading 6-3. Quick inbounds out the Pigg. Pigg facing the man-to-man will now back it out to the Tiger logo. Now into Criswell here at the free throw line. Criswell now to Scott. Scott now to Pigg on the baseline. Now at the corner. Tries to get down low to Clark and is fouled from behind. Neely Barrier will pick up that foul. Barrier's first, team second. Clock stops at 5:30 here in the first. Scott will take it out of bounds for the Lady Cats. Trying to run a play and gets out to Harley Johnson. Now to Criswell at the free throw line. Criswell stops her dribble. Now gets it out to Pigg. Pigg out to Scott. Scott will drive. Open layup left-handed. Can't get it to go. And the rebound. And we get a jump ball called. And that will go to Hardin County. Barrier will take it out of bounds. No pressure here from Lawrence County. She gets it in the Harville. Quick pass. Now out to Hardin. Hardin to Harville, who now gets a pass intercepted there by Katie Criswell. Now to Pigg. She'll try a three. Knocks it down. Her first points of the season. Lady Cats lead at 9-3. Harville with it. Now over to Gamble. Gamble being double teamed. And now we get a timeout called here by Brandon Kirk. Lady Cats lead at 9-3 with 4:45 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
And back here at McCaleb Welch Gymnasium, Lady Cats leading Hardin County 9-3. There are 4:45 remaining in the first quarter. Reese Harville has at the Tiger logo. No substitutions on either side so far. Harville's going to drive in the paint, tries to get it out to Davis and throws it away. Second turnover here by the Tigers. Now the press put on. Clark gets it in the Pig. Now back out to Clark. Clark ahead here to Katie Criswell. Skip pass over to Pig, who gets it across the timeline. Now out to Clark. Clark now to Criswell. Criswell drives. Kicks out to Harley Johnson. Wide open for three. Back iron, no good. Rebound comes out to Neely Barrier, and she'll get fouled by Criswell. Criswell will pick up her first, the team's first. Clock stops at 4:16 here in the first. No pressure from Lawrence County as Barrier will take it out of bounds. Harville here will push it up the court and gets it over to Gamble. Gamble now guarded by Johnson, double team, now gets it over to Hardin. Hardin over to Harville in the corner for three. Air balls it, rebounded by J.C. Scott. Scott works ahead quickly, gets out to Harley Johnson. She'll try another three. Knocks it down. Lady Cats lead by 9, 12-3 with 3:50 remaining in the first. Harville across the timeline over to Gamble. Being double teamed by Pig and Johnson. Skip pass over to Hardin. Gets it over to Barrier in the corner. She'll dribble out and hands it over to Gamble. Gamble can't save it. Will throw it away. That's another turnover. Pig has it. Now over to Scott. Straight away for three. Back iron, no good. Offensive rebound. Pig up and in, the foul. Cami Pig gets the M1. The foul will go against Bailey Gamble, her second. And now Peyton Morgan will check into the game. She will come in for Harley Johnson. Pig to try the M1. That one rattles home and in. Send it back up is Harville. No changes, 3 team fouls for Hardin County. And that one is deflected by Katie Criswell out of bounds as Barrier was trying to find Hardin. 3:14 remaining, Lawrence County leading at 15-3. Barrier with it at the Tiger Lover over to Hardin. Hardin now out to Barrier. She's going to be double teamed. And has trouble with it. And they're going to get another timeout here by Brandon Kirk, a 30-second timeout. We will take that with them here on the X Sports Network.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at McCaleb Welch Gymnasium at Hardin County, it's all Lady Cats here in the first quarter. They lead at 15-3. Hardin County's already burned 2 timeouts. Harville with it here, gets it back to Barrier. Barrier being double teamed, gets it back to Harville. Now to Hardin, she'll try corner 3. Front iron, no good. Rebound out to Cami Pig. Pig now going to bring it up the court here for the Lady Cats. Crosses the timeline over to Criswell. Criswell going to pull up the jumper. Front iron, no good. Rebound out to Harville. Harville going to try to break away, loses it, regains possession. Now out to Barrier. Barrier back to Harville. She'll cross the timeline. 2:35 remaining in the first. Harville over to Barrier. Barrier dribbles now out to Hardin. Facing the man-to-man. Hardin dribbles out, being guarded by Peyton Morgan. Now switch to Cami Pig off the screen. Hardin dribbles around. And gets it back out to Harville. 2:15 remaining in the first. Harville hands over here to Gamble. Gamble, who has the only points for Hardin County in the game. Now over to Hardin. Hardin gets it out the barrier at the Tiger logo, swings over to Harville near the corner. Harville dribbles, being guarded by Scott. She'll drive, throws up a shot, no good, and a charge call against Harville. Harville's first, team's fourth, and it's the 4th turnover by Hardin County. Sophie Cole will come into the game here for the Lady Cats as Cami Pig will check out. No subs for Hardin County so far as they press Lawrence County. Getting in the Sophie Cole now. JC Scott over to Katie Criswell. She's across the timeline with speed. Drives. Goes off the glass. Rolls it home. Criswell with 6. Lady Cats lead by 14, 17-3. Across the timeline is Harville. Skip pass over to Hardin near the corner. She'll go to the corner. And we're going to get a foul called here against Peyton Morgan. Second team foul against the Lady Cats. Clock stops at 1:30 left here in the first. Barrier takes it out of bounds. Looking for somebody. Skip pass out to Gamble. Gamble's playing, actually 4 of the 5 starters have a foul. Hardin now over to Barrier. Barrier drives, kicks out the Gamble. Foot on the line. Back iron no good. Rebound out to Emmy Clark. Clark gets it to Sophie Cole, and she's going to rush it ahead. Long pass to Morgan. Morgan drives, picks up her dribble, and gets it back out to Sophie Cole. Now to Katie Griswold. Straight away 3. Back iron no good. Rebound out to Harville. Harville trying to fight away, and she does. Long pass out to Hardin. They got a 3-on-1. Hardin drives, blocked by J.C. Scott. Great defense by Scott. Now ahead to Peyton Morgan. Morgan loses it, regains possession, and looking for somebody, and gets it out to Scott. Scott with it at the wing beyond the 3-point line. Clock now 40 seconds here in the first. Scott dribbles, being guarded by Hardin. Now to Clark. Clark dribbles out. Now over to Criswell. Lady Cats might be trying to play for the final shot here of the quarter, leading by 14. Now to Morgan beyond the 3-point line at the wing. Oh, had an open Scott. Now to Criswell straight away. Criswell will drive. Flay up and in. Katie Criswell with 8 points here in the first. Lady Cats lead 19-3. Coming up on 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Barrier across the timeline, trying to play for the final shot. Kirk calls out the play. Now to Harville. 5 seconds remaining. Now to Hardin. Hardin drives. Now out the Barrier. 3 at the buzzer. Back iron no good. And the Lady Cats have dominated here in the first quarter. They lead at 19-3. We'll have the start of the second quarter when we return here on the X Sports Network.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Make 2022 the year to refresh your home. And who you gonna call to help? Story & Lee, the Tennessee Valley's largest furniture store. We've stocked our 3 acres of showroom and warehouses full of inventory, and gotta make room for more arriving daily. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, all from the brands you've told us you love. And it's all ready to be delivered to your home absolutely free. Just try that anywhere else. We are Story & Lee.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at McCaleb Welch Gymnasium at Hardin County, it's been all Lady Cats. They lead it after 8 minutes of play, 19-3. Hardin County hit its first shot of the season and hasn't hit anything since. Original starting 5 into the game here for Lawrence County. Scott Criswell Pig, actually Peyton Morgan, is in the game. She's in for Emmy Clark. Clark, who played all 8 minutes of that first quarter. Lawrence County will start off with the ball here in the second quarter. Pig looking for somebody and gets it out to J.C. Scott. Scott here facing the man-to-man, walks it across the timeline, facing Barrier. Now out to Johnson, straight away for 3. Back iron no good, rebound, comes out the Barrier. Actually a different starting lineup now as Clara Callahan is in for Bailey Gamble for Hardin County. Hardin with it, gets it out to Ashton Davis. Davis stops and gets it back out to Hardin. Hardin guarded by Harley Johnson. And we'll hand it back off to Reese Harville. 35 seconds in here in the first. 19-3 is a Lady Cat lead. Harville kicks it out to Hardin. Hardin drives, picks up her dribble. Guarded by Peyton Morgan, throws up a crazy shot, Misses and rebounded by J.C. Scott. Scott, nice behind the back move ahead the Cami Pig in transition. Pig picks up her dribble, gets out to Katie Criswell. Criswell with it at the top of the key. Now calls out the play. Dribbles, drives. And now will dribble it back out beyond the three-point line. And we get a 30-second timeout here called by head coach Wendy Scott. We will take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
And back here at Hardin County, Wendy Scott burns her first timeout of the first half, a 30-second timeout. Her team leads at 19-3 with 6:55 remaining in the second quarter. It's been all Lady Cats so far, getting equal contributions all across the court. Hardin County hit its first shot and hasn't made anything since. J.C. Scott will take it out of bounds. Hardin County with 4 fouls, Orange County just 2. Scott looking for somebody, gets it into Harley Johnson in the corner. Johnson down low to Criswell in the low block. Turnaround jumper, that one's in. Criswell in the double figures with 10. Lady Cats lead at 21-3. 6:40 remaining here in the first half as Harville crosses the timeline. Now facing a 2-3 zone. Gets it out to Barrier. Barrier finding Hardin, and it's intercepted by Cami Pig. Pig coming the other way. Left-handed layup. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Peyton Morgan. That one doesn't go. And it's pulled down by J.C. Scott. And Scott is fouled. That will go against Ashton Davis. Scott will take it out of bounds. Looking for somebody, lobs it into Cami Pig. Now out to Criswell at the top of the key. 15 foul against Hardin County. Criswell dribbling, loses control, but gets it back now to Johnson. Straight away for 3. Back iron no good, and Harville's going to let it go out of bounds. Clock stops at 6:03. Bailey Gamble will come back into the game. And Ashton Davis will check out. Davis has 2 fouls, which is why Brandon Kirk has made the sub. Everything's good. We're ready. And actually, Peyton Morgan will check out, and Emmy Clark will check back in. Harville across the timeline here for the Tigers. Now over to Hardin. Back to Harville. Now man-to-man again. Harville over to Barrier in the corner. Barrier now drives into the paint. And her pass is deflected out of bounds by by Criswell. It's intended for Gamble. Barrier will take it out of bounds. Barrier now gets it into Gamble. Gamble is very close to traveling there. Now being double teamed, struggling, gets it to Barrier. Barrier long pass to Hardin. She'll try a 3. Back iron no good. Rebound, J.C. Scott. Scott comes up clean with it. Now gets it across the timeline quickly. Dribbles, drives, left-handed layup up and in. Scott with 4, and the Lady Cats lead at 23-3, 5:20 remaining in the first half. Hardin with it near the corner. Back out to Harville. Harville drives. Shot from the free throw line, hits the backboard and nothing else. Criswell rebound quickly ahead. The Cami Pig, her shot is up and in. Pigs got 8, and the Lady Cats lead it by 22 at 25-3 with 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Barrier comes across quickly. It is wide open, knocks down the 3. Her first points, and Hardin County cuts the lead to 19. She was wide open, nobody there. Criswell across the timeline here for the Lady Cats. Now gets it out to Emmy Clark. Clark now to Johnson. She'll drive the baseline. Shot just inside the three-point line, and she knocks it down. She's got 5. Lady Cats lead by 21. 4:30 remaining here in the second quarter. Harville across the timeline for Hardin County. Gets it out to Hardin near the wing. Hardin now back out to Harville at the Tiger logo. Gets it over to Gamble. Gamble now to Barrier straight away, guarded by Pig. She'll drive. Dishes out. Up and in and fouled. That is Clara Callahan. That will go against Clark. Now Sophie Cole will check into the game. J.C. Scott will check out. Harville will check out. And Mackenzie Stanville will check in for Hardin County. Callahan trying to complete the M1 and knocks it down. Also coming into the game will be Katie Atkins coming in for Clara Callahan. 27-9 is the Lady Cav lead. 4:05 remaining here in the first half. Pig with it, facing a 2-3 zone over to Harley Johnson at the wing. Down low to Clark. Clark feeds Criswell in the paint, can't get it to go. Rebound out to Clark, and she's fouled. That foul will go against Bailey Gamble. Her second team 6, and Clark will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw on its way, and she hits it. Her first point of the game. Lady Cats lead at 28-9. Next free throw from Clark is on its way, 2 for 2. They lead at 29-9, 3:50 remaining in the first. Gamble with it, now gets it into Atkins. Now over to Stanfield. Stanfield loses that one. 6 turnover by the Tigers. Criswell now ahead the Pig. Pig over to Criswell, almost loses that one, but regains it. Now back in the corner to Pig, open for 3. Hits it in. Pig has got 11, and the Lady Cats lead this one 32-9, 3:25 remaining. Have that one stolen away by Pig. Pig coming the other way. Charging, layup up, and in. Pig with 13 in the first half, and the Lady Cats lead at 34-9. Lady Cats also with 11 points off 7 turnovers by the Tigers. Barrier with it over to Hardin near the corner, throws it into Atkins. Atkins to Gamble. Gamble now to Barrier. Barrier drives, kicks out to Hardin. She'll try 3, but it's blocked by Clark into the hands of Katie Criswell. Criswell now gets a play from Wendy Scott, facing a man-to-man, leading here by 25. Now to Pig. Pig kicks out to Sophie Cole for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Katie Criswell. Throws that one into Emmy Clark. And that one will stay, goes out of bounds, and will stay with Florence County. Scott and Morgan come back into the game as Pig and Criswell will check out. 34-9 is a Lady Cav lead. 2:35 remaining here in the second quarter. Scott gets it into Johnson. Johnson now out to Cole. Cole sends it over to Clark in the corner. Clark back out to Johnson. Now to Cole at the wing. Now dribbles, skip pass over to Clark near the corner. And now will dribble it back out, but goes back to the baseline, spins, goes up under, and she's fouled. That will go against Barrier, her second, team 7th. And Clark will go to the line to shoot 2. Clark 2 for 2 for the line so far tonight. First free throw on its way, and can't get it to go. No subs for either side. Comes the next free throw from Clark and gets it to go. It's 1 of 2. She's got 3 points, and Lady Cats lead at 35-9. Gamble now over to Barrier. Barrier back to Gamble. Now back to Barrier with the Tiger logo. Calls out the play. Now hands it back out to Barrier. Guarding in the man-to-man. Now to Stanfield in the corner. Out to Gamble. She'll try 3. It rattles it home. She's got 6, and the lead is cut to 35-12 here. Minute 50 remaining in the first half. Gamble leading all Tigers with 6. Scott with her across the timeline. Gets over to Harley Johnson at the wing. Now out to Cole, straight away beyond the three-point line. Gets her pass deflected out to J.C. Scott. Scott gets a play from her mom, her head coach Wendy Scott. Dribbles, facing the man-to-man. Now will drive. Goes up off the glass and in with the left hand. Scott with 6. Lady Cats lead 37-12. Hardin with it. Now over here to Atkins. Atkins now to Stanfield. She'll try a 3. Back iron no good. Rebound comes out to Emmy Clark. Now ahead to Sophie Cole. Cole working the Scott. She'll try a three from the wing. No good. And the rebound comes out to Harley Johnson. And we get a walk called against Lawrence County. That's just their first turnover, coming with 58 seconds left in the first half. Barrier inbounds. As Gamble now will face some pressure once ever she crosses the timeline. Skip pass over to Stanfield, sends it into Atkins. Atkins, she actually walked, throws it to Hardin in the corner. She's being double teamed and throws it off to Sophie Cole. Stay off Hardin County. Criswell will check in for the Lady Cats. And checking out is Sophie Cole. Barrier to inbound with 43 seconds left into Atkins. Atkins now to Gamble. And Gamble travels. 10th turnover against Hardin County, and the Lady Cats will get the ball back with 39 seconds left in the half. They lead at 37-12. Clark inbounds to Scott. More than likely, Lady Cats will play for the final shot here of the first half. Scott across the timeline will dribble at the Tiger logo. Hardin will kind of come out to put some pressure on. Now gets a screen from Peyton Morgan. Now out to Criswell. Criswell now to Scott. Scott. They will get it out to, actually will keep it. Gets a screen, now kicks out to Criswell. 10 seconds left. Down low to Morgan, and that one gets intercepted by Atkins. Moving ahead now, Gamble, 4 seconds remaining. Picks up her dribble, now to Hardin. Tries a shot at the buzzer, no good. After 16 minutes of play, it's been all Lawrence County in this one. They lead at 37-12. When we return, we'll have head boys coach Joe Wilson for a halftime interview. That's coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation, you're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
This is the good life.
I'm Mike Keith. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the auto owner's policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Hey folks, this is Fred Webb, principal broker and owner of United Country Southern Tennessee Realty in Lawrenceburg. Your local Realtree Land Pro agent specializing in country homes, farms, and land. If you're thinking about selling or would like a free comparative market analysis to see what your property is worth, please give us a call at 931-244-7126. We market your property worldwide to get you the most exposure, which in turn gets you the highest price in the shortest amount of time. Visit us at southerntandrealty.com.
Rent-Right Equipment has all the tools you need to get the job done. From bobcats to trenchers to augers to lifts, we have a large variety of equipment for every project, big or small. Need a new mower? We have you covered there too. With great brands Hustler and Big Dog, Rent-Right is ready to serve all your equipment needs. Call today and reserve your equipment from Rent-Right Equipment in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is your evening weather update.
The rain showers that moved through the area earlier this morning are out of the way off to the east, but clouds still streaming in and hanging tough as we make our way into this Tuesday afternoon and evening. And that means temperatures not dropping too rapidly as we head through the evening, but I do think we get into the 30s as we head deeper into the overnight. Arctic Air Skycam Network showing cloudy skies as we head out of the afternoon into the evening. And because of that, temperatures haven't warmed a whole lot. We're sitting in the mid to upper 40s here as we get ready to go toward the evening. 45 in Lawrenceburg and Columbia, 44 in Hohenwald, back to Savannah, Iuka, and Russellville, 46 in Florence and Athens, 48. The warmer spot in the immediate viewing area in Decatur in North Alabama. Here's the hour-by-hour breakdown with the HER model. Our in-house Futurecast is clearing the cloud cover just a little faster, and I think it gets it a little too cold tonight. So the HER model, I think, is a little closer to reality, showing low to mid 40s by 6 p.m. Then as we hit through the evening hours, we get down into the 30s by midnight here. Not much in the way of clouds clearing out, but we do have a northwesterly wind bringing in cooler air. I do think most of us start the morning in the low to mid 30s here, somewhere near or just above freezing across southern middle Tennessee and northwest Alabama. And then we start to see some holes in the cloud cover through the morning and the midday, warming us into the lower 50s by noon. And then I think everybody in toward the low to mid 40s here, maybe a few degrees warmer over southern middle Tennessee than what's shown northwest Alabama as well. I do think everybody gets up between about 48 degrees for most of us for daytime highs, and then we fall back into the 30s as we head into the early evening, and most likely toward the 20s overnight tomorrow night. This cold air is really not going anywhere for the next 7 days or so at least, as of how it looks like right now. A little more sun as we head into Thursday, ahead of the next frontal boundary that moves in by Friday. It washes out as it moves in, but it does bring cooler air for the weekend, especially in terms of the overnight lows. Clouds increase Friday, headed into early Saturday. A little more sun by the afternoon, but we're talking about cold temperatures, especially for the overnight as we head toward the weekend. Near freezing for Wednesday morning, then up into the mid 40s, and generally low to mid 40s for daytime highs through the weekend. But notice the morning lows here get down in toward the lower 20s over the weekend, especially Saturday morning, and several of us may be as chilly as the upper teens there to start our Saturday. So your hourly forecast for tonight, clouds hanging tough overnight. Because of that, it's a slow drop out of the 40s through the 30s, bottoming out in the low to mid 30s for your morning lows across southern middle Tennessee. And then we bounce back toward the mid, maybe upper 40s here and there across southern middle Tennessee. Mostly cloudy skies, clouds hanging tough still, especially the mid to high clouds on our Wednesday. More of the same in northwest Alabama, maybe a couple degrees milder here, but generally everybody stuck in the mid to upper 40s for daytime highs on our Wednesday. Here's the 7-day forecast. And the first thing you'll notice, rain chances aren't on the board for the next 7 days. I will throw out caution, though, that just beyond the 7-day period, there's a decent chance of rain across the area Wednesday, Thursday of next week, which places it right around Thanksgiving time or so. But until then, the next 7 days look dry. A mix of sun and clouds for the next 7 days. Highs generally between the low to mid 40s to maybe closer to 50 by Tuesday of next week. Morning lows getting down in the 20s for the next 7 days. There's the your latest 7-day forecast right here on the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.
This is the X Sports Network.
Here at halftime of the girls' game, Lady Cats leading Hardin County 37-12. We're joined by head boys coach Joe Wilson. And Joe, first game of the season. I know there's a lot of unknowns coming into the night, but you got to be excited to see your guys go out here and play a real game here.
Oh yeah, you're excited to finally get to play a game that actually counts, and see what you got. And it's a great time of year, and we're excited to be here, and hopefully we can get off to as good a start as the girls have so far.
I know there's a lot of unknowns about Hardin County. I know their football season just ended this past Friday night. A lot of unknowns just like last year, but as you mentioned to me earlier this week, it's really the focus here in these first couple weeks is just on yourselves.
Yeah, we don't know anything about what Hardin County will do. They've got a new coach from last year, and so as far as knowing for sure what they're going to do, we don't. But again, the main focus is going to be us trying to do what we know to do and what we want to do, and see what works and what doesn't, and kind of figure out from there. But, it would be nice if we had a little bit better idea exactly what, they were going to play. But if we can make them play our style, then, we should be comfortable in the game. And like I said, we can learn from it. Any way you go will still be a learning experience, and just, build on it from here.
Having to replace 5 seniors from last year, but you do have a lot of experience coming back this season.
We do. We've got 9 kids. We'll have 9 when we have everybody. Drake is injured, so he won't be back. He should be cleared, I think, next Tuesday. But we know the other 8 kids, they've all played. Some, like I say, played a lot, some not as much, but they've got experience. And, they worked hard this summer. We had a good summer, and we've had a good fall. And, so we're just waiting to get a little more game experience, but so's everybody else. They're in the same boat we're in. And I think we've got kids that, will know what to do. They'll just have to settle down, because there's going to be, you're going to be anxious and excited for the first game, and you just got to get through that, then settle down and, play your style of basketball.
Coach, good luck tonight. Can't wait to see you guys here in about 45 minutes.
Appreciate it. Thank you for what y'all do.
Okay. Thank you, Coach. It's head coach Joe Wilson of the boys. Their game will get going at about 7:30 here tonight. We'll stay here for the time being, getting as the second half gets ready to tip off here in about a minute and 15 seconds. Taking a look at those first half statistics for Lawrence County. Cammie Pigg leading all scores with 13. Katie Criswell with 10. J.C. Scott with 6. Harley Johnson 5. Emmy Clark with 3. And those are your scores for Lawrence County. On the other side for Hardin County, Bailey Gamble with 6, Neely Barrier with 3, and Clara Callahan with 3. Lawrence County has 6 offensive rebounds, 5 second chance points, none and none for Hardin County. Turnover-wise, Hardin County had 10, Lawrence County just 2, and Lawrence County got 13 points off of those 10 turnovers. And from the free throw line, Lawrence County was 4 of 5, Hardin County just 1 of 1. So a great start to the season here for Wendy Scott, her second term as head coach here of the Lady Cats. On the other side for Brandon Kirk, not exactly the start he was hoping for, maybe the start he was expecting, but probably not the start he was hoping for. Looks like we'll have the original starting lineups in here for both sides. Pigg, Criswell, Clark, Scott, and Johnson. Be Harville, Gamble, Davis, Hardin, and Barrier for the Tigers. Caleb Welch Gymnasium is the site for this season opening doubleheader. Lady Cats will be back at the Ralph Benson Memorial Gym. That will be Thursday as our visitors just from across the border in Rogers from the state of Alabama will make their way to Lawrence County. We do have our original starting lineups in the game. Hardin County will start off with the ball. Harville will inbound here to Barrier. Harville's a little gimpy, really favoring that left leg. She picks up her dribble, trying to find somebody, and gets it out to Hardin. Hardin here facing the zone, gets it in the Barrier in the corner, and now throws out to Harville, makes an interception, lobs it in to Davis, blocked by Criswell. Coming back the other way, loses that one. Clark gets on the ball, and a fight for it. It will go to Lawrence County. Johnson will take it out of bounds. 25 seconds here to the second half. Gets it over to J.C. Scott. Scott facing a 2-3 zone. So they call out the play. Scott looking for somebody. Finds Cammie Pigg. Back to Scott at the top of the key. Back to Pigg near the wing. Looking for somebody. As Scott trade away over to Johnson in the corner. Skip pass over to Scott at the wing. Now to Pigg in the corner for 3. Knocks it down. She has got a 16. And the Lady Cats lead this one 40-12. Moving back the other way is Harwell. Long pass over to Hardin near the corner. Loses control, regains it. Gets it back to Harville at the top of the key. Finds Barrier. Now over to Gamble. Gamble dribbles and kicks it back out the Barrier. Long pass over to Hardin. She'll cut through. Her left-handed layup is good. Haley Hardin with her first points. It leads down to 26. Long pass out to Pigg. Pigg down low to Clark. And Clark's going to be fouled from behind. That will go against Davis. Davis will pick up her third, the team's first in the second half. 6:36 remaining in the third. Lawrence County leading 40-14. Scott looking for somebody. Lobs it in the Pig. Now back out to Criswell. Straight away for three. Hits it. Criswell with 13. Lady Cats lead by 29 at 43-14. 6:25 remaining in the third. Harville across the timeline for the Tigers, out the barrier. Barrier long pass, knocked out of bounds by Scott. Lady Cats getting a lot of hands on these long passes, making it very difficult here for Hardin County. Harville inbounds in the barrier, now facing a 2-3 zone. And a fight for it is Cammie Pig. Jump ball will go to Hardin County. Excuse me. Yeah, it will go to Hardin County in possession. After the inbounds, we'll go back to Lawrence County. The possession arrow, I should say. As Harville struggling with it, gets it into Davis. Davis now to Hardin. Hardin gets it back out the barrier. Barrier swings it over to Harville at the wing. Harville dribbles, drives, back out the barrier. Barrier now over to Gamble near the corner. She walked, no call. Barrier now dribbles, will drive, picks up her dribble, rolls it out to Harville. Harville thinks about three, now gets it to Hardin, who will try three. Back iron, no good. Rebound out to Katie Criswell. Criswell to move ahead, 3-on-2. Criswell kicks out the Pig, fakes the three, tries a mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound to Emmy Clark. Clark now out to Scott. Scott now to Johnson. Johnson throws it down low to Clark. Clark swings out to Criswell. Now the Pig to Scott, wide open for three. Back iron, no good. And the rebound will come out to Harville. 5:20 remaining in the third quarter. Long pass to Gamble. She's being trapped. And gets it out to Barrier. Barrier will dribble near the top of the key. Kicks out to Harville. And facing that 2-3 trapping zone. Gets it inside to Davis. Now back to Harville. Hands off. Now over to Hardin in the corner for three. No good. Rebound. First offensive rebound of the game comes out the Barrier. Excuse me, Gamble. Gamble swings it out to Harville. Harville now to Hardin. Hardin dribbles. Throws up a shot blocked by Katie Criswell. Criswell now has it. Brings it across the timeline. Now to Scott. She'll try three. Back iron, no good. Rebound at the Katie Criswell. Now gets it out to Pig for three, and she rolls it in. Pig has got 19, and the Lady Cats lead this one 46-14. They've now got 19 points off of 12 Hardin County turnovers. Barrier now with the Hardin, back to Barrier. They get this one back. Hardin now to Barrier. Now to Ashton Davis, guarded by Pig, out the Barrier. Barrier will drive and gets that one stolen away by Cammie Pig. Pig coming the other way and gets that one knocked out of bounds by Barrier. Subs coming into the game. Peyton Morgan now will check in for Harley Johnson. Scott to take it out of bounds. 4:03 remaining in the third. Lady Cats leading by 32. Scott throws it down low to Criswell. Turnaround jumper, gets it in. Criswell with 15. The Lady Cats lead at 48-14. Barrier with it here at the top of the key. Dribbles, facing the zone. And gets over to Gamble. Gamble lobs that back to Barrier, swings over to Hardin at the other wing. Now back to Barrier. Barrier dribbles, kicks out to Hardin near the corner, back to Barrier at the wing. She'll try a deep three and gets it in. She's got 6, leads down to 31 at 48-17. Criswell here facing the press. Now gets in the Clark in the middle. Clark picks up her dribble, now to Scott. Over to Criswell, open for three. And no good. Rebound Clark. That one no good. Clark another rebound. And that one's no good. She gets her own rebound. She's fouled. 3 offensive rebounds on that one for Emmy Clark. She'll get fouled by Harville, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. She's 3 or 4 from the line tonight. Lady Cats were 4 of 5 in the first half. First free throw on its way. No good. Clark's second free throw gets that one to roll in. First action of the game will now come up here for Laney K. King as Cammie Pig will check out. 49-17 is the Lady Cat advantage. 3 minutes left in the third. Harville across the timeline, dribbles into the paint, spins, picks up her dribble out to Hardin. Now to Gamble, open for three. No good. Rebound to Peyton Morgan, and she's fouled. That will go against Gamble. Her third, team's third. Stanfield will now come into the game, and Harville will limp off. 2:52 remaining in the third. Amy Clark inbounds, facing the press now to J.C. Scott. Back to Clark. Clark will dribble up the court. And long pass over to King across the timeline. King picks up her dribble and gets it here to Clark. Now to Criswell at the top of the key, facing the man-to-man. Criswell dribbles, drives, left-handed layup, and she's fouled. Foul will go against Gamble. Gamble's picked up her fourth, team's fourth, and Chris will go to the line to shoot two. First one is on its way, no good. Next free throw here from Criswell on its way. And rolls it in. She's got 16 subs coming in for each side. Sophie Cole for Criswell. And we've got Clara Callahan coming in for Ashton Davis for the Tigers. 50-17 is the lead. Come up on 2:25 remaining in the third. Gamble now guarded by Sophie Cole. Tight man-to-man put on the air by the Lady Cats. Hand off by Gamble over to Barrier. Barrier now at the Stanfield. She'll try a three. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Peyton Morgan. Morgan moves it ahead just out of the reach of King. Gamble, some reason, saves it and gets it back to King. Cole has it here at the wing. Throws it down low to Clark. Clark drives, and she's fouled. That will go against Callahan. She'll picks up her first, team's fifth. Lawrence County will take it out of bounds. Scott gets the inbounds. Looking for somebody to break open. And lobs it in to Sophie Cole. Back to Scott near the corner. Looking for somebody. Skip pass over to Morgan. Morgan now to King. King picks up her dribble. Down low to Clark. Clark, tough shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Comes out to Peyton Morgan, and she gets fouled. No, they said she stepped out of bounds. Just the third turnover by the Lady Cats. Sub coming in. Molly Pierce, her first action, will check in for Gamble. Gamble leaving with 4 fouls. Barrier with it, gets the inbounds. She'll cross the timeline. Minute 37 remaining in the third. Out to Stanville, guarded by King. Gets in the Hardin. Hardin back out to Stanville. Out the Barrier, straight away near the Tiger logo. Will back up. And Barrier throws up a wild shot, rebounded by Scott. Scott working quickly across the timeline. Drives and gets that one knocked out of bounds. Subs coming up for Lawrence County. Pig and Johnson will check in. Scott and Clark will check out. Johnson will take it out of bounds. Looking for someone to break open. Gets to the Peyton Morgan in the corner. Out the Cami Pig. She'll dribble near the Tiger logo. Minute 5 remaining in the quarter. Now dribbles to her left over to Johnson near the corner. Johnson now dribbles back out to the wing into Morgan straight away. Morgan skip pass over to Pig at the other wing. Now dribbles. Out to King. Over to Harley Johnson. Now to Cole in the corner. Cole going to drive the baseline. Skip pass over to King in the corner for three. Rolls it in. Just a two-pointer. Lady Cats lead it 52-17. 35 seconds remaining in the third. Barrier spins, drives, throws it down low, and a kick ball was called. It would have been a Lawrence County steal, but they say it was kicked beforehand. 28 seconds remaining in the quarter. Inbounds coming in here. Callahan looking for somebody. And barely gets it in the Barrier in time. Barrier will bring it out with the Tiger logo. Now will drive. Kicks out the Stanfield. She'll try a three. No good. And the rebound will come to Peyton Morgan, and a jump ball's called. We'll stay with Hardin. Actually, we'll go to Lawrence County. 16 seconds remaining in the quarter. Pig inbounds to Cole, now facing the pressure here by Hardin County. Back out the Pig. Gets it to King. King over to Johnson. She'll try an NBA range three. Misses everything. Saved by Sophie Cole. Oh no, that stays with Lawrence County. Well, they say that Cole went out of bounds. Actually, the officials going to come together. And a good job there by the officiating crew, who has really done a great job so far in this game. Stay with Lawrence County. Wendy Scott will call a timeout here, a 30-second timeout. We'll take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
Back here at Hardin County, Lady Cats call a timeout. 4.5 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. They lead it by 35 at 52-17. Just one starter into the game for the two starters in. Pig a pass into Morgan. That one's stolen away by Stanfield. Stanfield can't get a shot off here at the end of the quarter. Lady Cats lead at 52-17 after 3 quarters of play. We'll have the fourth and final quarter win when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here to start the fourth quarter, it's been all Lady Cats. They lead at 52-17. Criswell, and now checking into the game will be Cabry Turbin, Scott, Peyton Morgan, and Emmy Clark into the game. Stanfield here with it. She'll try a straightaway three. Misses everything. Offensive rebound out to Callahan. Hardin now over to Barrier. Now hands it over here to Molly Pierce. Pierce out to Stanfield. Tries to kick it back out to Pierce. Does. Pierce will drive. Throw up a shot, and she's fouled. Cabry Tenen picks up her first foul. We do have a running clock here because of the 30-point lead, or the 35-point lead in the fourth quarter. Pierce will go and shoot two. First team foul by Lawrence County in the first half, and the first shot from Pierce is no good. It's only the second attempted free throw here by Hardin County. Next free throw on its way. Back iron no good. She missed them both. Offensive rebound out to Callahan. She misses, and Pierce gets the rebound as well. Now tying the three is Hardin, and we have a intentional foul called here against Emmy Clark. So Pierce will go to the line to shoot two. First one on its way, and she gets it to go. Her first point of the game. Next free throw here on its way, and she hits them both. 2 points, 52-19 is the lead. The clock now stop at 6:38. No argument on the Lawrence County side to the intentional foul. Just some rough stuff down low. Callahan will take it out of bounds. Gets it into Pierce. Pierce dribbles now out to Hardin. Hardin guarded by Clark. Tries to get it in. Now to Stanfield. Stanfield picks up her dribble over to Barrier. Barrier out to Pierce. She'll try straightaway three. Misses everything, and possession will go to Lawrence County as the clock will continue to roll. Clark will take it out of bounds. And inbounds into Tennant. Back to Clark, back to Tennant. Over here to Clark. Clark dribbles and picks up her dribble, throws it back to Tennant. Tennant across the timeline over to Scott. Now to Morgan. Morgan goes up, misses, gets her own rebound. She's fouled on the way up. And the foul will go against Callahan. Her second, team 6. Morgan will go to the line to shoot 2. Lady Cats with 13 offensive rebounds here so far in the game. First free throw is no good. Wholesale changes coming in as Johnson, King, Cole, and Pig into the game. Next free throw from Morgan is in. Now coming in will be Ellie Merriman, seeing her first action. 53-19 is the lead. And a walk will be called there against Barrier. Could not control herself there. Now 14 turnovers. Lady Cats now with 10 second chance points tonight. Merriman has it and gets her pass tipped and into the hands of Gamble, and the timeout here called by Brandon Kirk. There'll be a full timeout here called by Hardin County. We will take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
And back here in the game, Lawrence County leading 53-19. Ashton Davis checks in for Hardin County, goes off the glass and in. Davis makes it a 53-21 lead. Pressure here coming up. We got some new subs into the game here for Lawrence County. Tennant back into the game, and Kelsey Frazier in as well. Merriman with it. Gets it over here to Sophie Cole, over to Laney K. King. King will drive, kicks it out here to Frazier for three. Can't hit it. Rebound comes out to Callahan. Davis now with it, picks up her dribble, gets it to Barrier across the timeline. Throws it down low to a wide open Callahan. Can't get the shot, and now comes up with the offensive rebound. After fighting that away from Tennant. Davis now with it to Gamble. Gamble back to Davis. Davis drive and a foul call here against Frazier. And more subs into the game. Davis now. Gets it in here to Barrier. Barrier out the Gamble. Now to Hardin. Hardin dribbles out the Gamble. Gamble's going to try a three, rattles out, no good. And the rebound comes out to Emily. Struggling there. Sophie Cole, layup up and in. Her first points of the season. Lady Cats lead at 55-21. Gamble now across the timeline. And now to Callahan. She'll go up. And that one's in. Callahan with 5, and now a whole new starting lineup. This clock will roll at 2:25 here remaining. Frazier will take it out of bounds. Now to Cole. Cole across the timeline. She'll dribble, drive. Throws up a shot. It's blocked into the hands of Jaco. Jaco gets that one knocked away. And getting that one knocked out of bounds. Off her hands was Isabella Beckham Staggs. Now checking into the game, Sophie Cook here for the Lady Cats. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the game. So Cole will check out. Tennant trying to throw it in and gets it in the Frazier. Now back out to Tennant. Tennant drives, picks up her dribble. Now to Jaco, back to Tennant. Tennant. Now pass Olmans gets stolen away. That shot no good. And the offensive rebound comes out to Jaco with jump ball. That will stay with Florence County. Lady Cats now with 15 offensive rebounds, minute 20 remaining. As Frazier will take it out of bounds. Frazier now inside the Jaco, throws up a shot, no good. And it gets tipped out to McKaylee Stanfield. Stanfield will bring it across the timeline and gets over here to Riley Strickland. Strickland hands it over here to Pierce. Now to an open Kylie Jo Ramsey. That one won't go. And the rebound comes out to Tennant. Tennant trying to fight three, and we get a jump ball called. That will stay with Hardin County. 45 seconds remaining on a rolling clock. Strickland to take it out of bounds. And that one into Stanfield, now out to Ramsey in the corner. Now kicks out to Pierce. Pierce trying to find somebody and gets it out to Strickland. Strickland now to Stanfield. Stanfield spinning. Guarded here by Frazier, goes to the free throw line, kicks it out to Strickland. Strickland now to Pierce, 15 seconds remaining. Pierce will drive, throws it in to Ramsey, throws up a shot, that one's up and in. 55-25 is the lead. 3 seconds remaining. Tennant gets that one knocked away, and that will be it. The Lady Cats start off the season the right way. They win this one big, 55-25 over Hardin County. They start off the season and the second term under Wendy Scott at 1-0. Taking a look at here, the final statistics. Leading all scorers was Cammie Pigg. She had 19. Katie Criswell chipped in with 16 of her own. J.C. Scott with 6. Emmy Clark with 4. Harley Johnson with 5. Peyton Morgan had 1. Emmy Clark with 4. I believe I said that. Sophie Cole and Laney K. King each had 2 tonight for the Lady Cats. Here in about 22 minutes or so, Lawrence County. The boys will take on Hardin County. That will be our next game. Again, that will be in about 20 minutes. That's coming up here on the X Sports Network.